I have a special announcement to tell everybody out there in YouTube land. This is very crazy news right here. I had to bring it to you first. Here it goes. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging around with anyone, it's not unusual to see me.
That's my boy. Oh, yeah.
My mommy spanks me when I'm a bad boy. What up, everybody? It's your boy Fatal J, back with another explicit live stream. And I said explicit. I don't even know what the freak that means, but it sounds good to me. One thing that I can tell you right now, I just overdosed on coffee, so you're going to have an extremely dope stream coming your way because my name is Fatal J, and I'm going to make an absolute fool of myself. But before I do, I'm going to see who's in the chat. And before I do, I'm going to have some people come up in here too. And it's going to be lots and lots of fun as we talk about somebody that you may know out there that was the first director of the Justice League movie. Yeah. We got 25 people up in here. Make sure to smash that like button. Thank you so much for coming out. Let's see who's up in here. We got Black Joker. What up, Black Joker? What's up, Fatal J? What you smoking? Guess what, sir? I'm not smoking weed. I'm not smoking cigarettes, but coffee, it's like cocaine. Let's keep going. Nicotina's up in the house. What up, Nicotina? We got Ray Ray's collection up in the building. What up, Ray Ray? We got Max Bravo up in here. We got Master up in here. Josh got fatality. We're going to be talking about that really soon because guess what? Ray Fisher just put a fatality on Joss Whedon. It has begun. It has begun. Thank you for coming out. We got my boy Pew up in here. If Joss Whedon was in Mortal Kombat finale, I'll say finish him. Finish him. Lone Storm, what is up? Hey Ben, it's me on Fatal J's channel. Yes, it is. Bad Dan, what's up? You've been doing some dope things lately. Been watching you, sir. And I'm glad you're here. We got RC from the mother loving NYC. Thank you for coming out, sir. Thank you. We got my boy Steve up in the building. What up, Steve? Protect Fatal J at all costs. Protect me. Protect this beautiful, flabby, out of shape body of mine, okay? Protect it with your life. I need your help. I'm already overdosing on coffee. I need your help bad, okay? Please help me. We got 30 people in here. Smash that like button, please. Matter of fact, don't just smash the like button. Like the smash button while you at it too. We got Antonio up in here. What's up? We got my boy Noel up in here. What up? What up? We got Corey up in here. What up, Corey? We got my boy. Let's see. I think we got everybody. We got everybody. We got Chris Clark. Give us Film Gob. Film Gob, I sent him an invite. This is the thing about Film Gob. He acts a little funny sometimes. He act like he don't want to deal with me. Sometimes I harass him a lot, and he say, Fatal J, leave me alone. I'm in bed sleep. I'm like, Film Gob, wake up, sir. Wake up. Stop tripping, okay? Let's continue. We got Apple Power up in here. What up, Apple Power? Apple Power, don't tell me you wanted to... Okay, see, I was going to get you. I was going to say, are you a iPhone fan? But since you said I have a voice of an angel, we're best friends now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got my boy TKZ, Fatal J highlight of the week. Got some extra nails for, ooh, yeah, it's coming. We got Mike Supreme up in here. We got Sims up in here. Woo! We got everybody up in here. I want to thank y'all so much for coming out, but I know why y'all here. I know why y'all here. We got some Joss Whedon news up in here. And later on, we're going to have some guests up in here. Or we might just have me and you up in this joint. But I want y'all to check this out right here. News broke yesterday. Yeah, Joss Whedon is out of there. It looked like the plan is working with my boy Ray Fisher. Look like the plan is working. We'll see what Shadow Killer. Always a comeback. Yes, sir. Let's read right here. Joss Whedon gone from HBO and the Nevers. And look, let me tell y'all something real quick, real fast before we get into the carnage. Yeah, I'm reading for Cosmic Book News. I don't care. Let me tell you something about Cosmic Book News. Yeah, I know they phony and acting kind of funny, but they don't clean up their act a little bit because you know what they're doing? Instead of clickbaiting, they're just taking stuff from other internet blogs, websites, superhero stuff on the internet. So, man, don't come at Fatal J like that, okay? Don't come at Fatal J like, hey, Fatal J like the clickbait stuff. No, man, Cosmic Book News are fast. They're fast people, okay? They're pretty fast. So let's check it out, man. Let's read this right here. Joss Whedon gone from HBO and The Nevers. The Nevers is a new show that HBO, Joss Whedon was working on HBO. Let's read this by my boy, Matt McGloin. HBO has parted ways with Joss Whedon as the writer-director is leaving The Nevers, the quasi-superhero series he was developing for the network. I didn't know The Nevers was a superhero show. Let's continue. HBO confirmed in a statement, we have parted ways with Joss Whedon. We remain excited about the future of The Nevers and look forward to its premiere in the summer of 2021. Joss Whedon also said in the statement via Cinema Blend. What up to my boy from Cinema Blend? This year of unprecedented challenges has impacted my life and perspective in ways I could never imagine. He must be talking about Ray Fisher. I realized that the level of commitment required moving forward, combined with the physical challenges of making such a huge show during a global pandemic, is more than I can handle without the world beginning to suffer. You a mother freaking lie, Joss Whedon. It ain't the show and the stress of the show. You know the heat is about to come down on you. Hating on Zack Snyder, you and Jeff Johns. Shout out to Jeff Johns, though, because this is the thing about Jeff Johns. I rock with him on the comic book side of the game. But you hating on the king, it ain't gonna fly. Let's continue. I am genuinely exhausted, and I am stepping back to marshal my energy towards my own life, which is also at the brink of exciting change. I am deeply proud of the work we have done. I'm grateful to all the extraordinary cast and collaborators. Dang, I'm saying big words today. And at HBO for the opportunity to shape yet another strange world. The Nevers is a true labor of love, but after 2+ years of labor, love is about all I have to offer. It will never fade. And look at this dude right here. We got 40 people in the building. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. I'm eating a block of red. Dang, hook me up. I want some of that too. That's all I'm talking about. Bye-bye, Josh. Bye, Josh. Let's do it for Josh. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey. Goodbye. Sing it with me, y'all, with Joss Whedon. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey. Goodbye. Shadow Killer. What Shadow Killer talking about? It's me, Forrest Paul, but I changed my name. Don't be changing your name on me like that, bro. Sure. Can't keep up. I'm already half insane. Fatal J is on fire. Reenie, thank you so much. The lovely Reenie. See my boy Retro Steve saying Retro Steve. Nah, Josh, you ain't getting off that easy with this nonsense. Yeah, it's coming. And I got something for y'all. I'm gonna bring my boy in here too. I got a special surprise. This the special surprise I'm gonna tell y'all right here. I'm gonna give y'all a clue. All alone the watchtower. I know I can't sing. I'm gonna get him in because I promised him. I've been promising my boy for a long time. I'm gonna get him in here. And plus, he sent me something dope. He sent me something real dope that I got to show everybody too. I got to give him full credit for that. So I want him to explain himself when he come in here. David Quartina, what up, David Quartina? David Quartina, what you think about this fiasco going on with Joss Whedon? I even got some more stuff to show y'all. Something that the Watchtower showed me. Yeah, Josh is gone. Berg and John's next. Yes. TKZ, the irony. It would be cool if he said he left because of creative difference. Usually they do say that. Usually they do say that. Rosemary. What up, Rosemary? I can't sing, man. I'm trying. Makini with the $5 super chat. Makini, for you being so nice, sir. For you being so nice, sir. I'm going to give you the greatest scene in Dragon Ball Z history. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to subscribe to this guy right here. He makes the dopest art known to man. I mean, when you look at his stuff, you be like, dang, is he the new Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah, I said DiCaprio. Okay, get yourself together. Makini, thank you so much, my friend. We got my boy Kevin up in here, MCU fanboys. Is this your leader? Is this your leader? Is this your king? Fader has the voice of an angel. Thank you so much. Retro, my man Jeffrey. Yeah, and this is the thing about Jeffrey. Now, Jeffrey said he was coming in this joint, and I don't know where he at. He was telling me, Fader J, can you please get me in because you're a sucker for not letting me into the other streams, man. And I gave you the link, sir. But let's continue reading, man. It gets more deeper than this. It get way more deeper. Let me shut this screen off. It's going to get deeper, I promise you. Because this is, shout out to Bat Kimmer. Shout out to Bat Kimmer for this information right here. Let's read this real fast. Bat Kimmer is pissed. Before I begin, I am going to be going over Whedon's on-set behavior before Justice League, which adds credence to what's been going on. After that, I'll be getting to the specifics of what I believe will happen on set of Justice League 2017. Now, this is what I want everybody to do. Sit back and relax because you're going on a Joss Whedon ride. And this ride right here is going to send you to hell. Let's continue. Check this out. Joss behavior can date back to his Buffy days in the 1990s, where he straight up fired and essentially blacklisted two stunt worker careers. Let's read this article right here. Let's read this real fast. Let's read this while it's pulled up. The stunt coordinator said, we had a great relationship, Josh and I, but he changed as the show took off. I remember this stunt coordinator. He went from the humble writer who used to turn to me for ways to shoot fight scenes into a real egomaniac who believed his own hype. Then again, maybe he was always that way, and I was simply too naive to see it as he never showed that side to me before. We always supported each other. Sophia and I kept going for as long as we could, but tensions grew, and certain members of the crew began to plot against each other, including shady things directed at me behind my back. So Josh was that far to where he was putting cast members against each other. It sounds like Ray Fisher stuff is starting to be true. A DCO Green. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about that later, Ben Dan. You're going too fast, sir. You're going too fast. And look who we got up in here. The man of the hour. The Watchtower. What up, Jeffrey?
Hey, nothing. How are you?
Jeffrey, you sent me this today. This is because of you. So I want you to, I'm going to continue reading, but I want you to give me your quick thoughts about what's going on with this Joss Whedon stuff. Because this is some powerful stuff that this person just leaked. Who is this person? This is Beck Kilmer.
This is actually the first time I heard of this person 2 days ago. He said that he was going to put out a whole thread about everything that he did in his past and what he's doing right now. So, which, looking at this whole thread that we're gonna get into, it really does seem like it. Like this was the silver bullet.
Yeah. Light cast in the building. What up, Matt? I'm glad you here, Nina. Nina, straight out of Mexico, baby. Glad you here. We got the watch. Yeah, the watchtower's in here. I told you he was coming. Look, you might as well call him Morpheus because he can just break down the matrix and all that stuff, man. Shoot, we glad to have him here. But let's continue reading this real quick because this was some interesting stuff you sent me, Jeffrey. Yep. All right, this is it right here. Josh didn't want Pruitt and Crawford to be a couple, demanding they broke or they lose their jobs. Crawford refused, and they struggled finding work for years after the Buffy instance. Now, this is talking about Joss Whedon way back when he was doing Buffy. Okay, let's read this page real quick. It said, "But I was called into the office, and I was given an ultimatum. They said to me, 'Come back to the show, but you need to leave Jeff or don't come back.' And so I basically started crying and I said, F you. That's horrible. Bye." She added that she's grateful for the opportunity she had and had a great relationship with most of the team on the show. Now, let me blow myself up real quick, real fast. Jeff, I almost said Jeff Jones. Let me tell y'all something about Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, you that much of a weakling to where you trying to decide if cast members can date each other or not? You're a lame, sir. And I love the Buffy show. You probably the reason why that stuff got canceled, man. Jeffrey, you used to watch Buffy?
Yeah, from time to time. It was a pretty good show. But the backstage stuff, man.
Yeah, the backstage stuff. Everything is coming to light, even though it took years. How you doing, sir? Are you new here? Playing the music. How's it going, Fatal J? It's going good. Thank you for coming out. Let me see what the chat talking about too. I would like to see James Gunn direct Green Arrow. We're gonna get to that, sir. We're gonna get to that. Trust me. Whedon like Abrams is overrated. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Because Jeffrey, I never did really like Age of Ultron. You like Age of Ultron?
No, and here's the fun fact about that with him being in the MCU. In an interview in 2018, Joss said that he brought in Thanos because he thought it would just be cool. He didn't have a plan he didn't have a plan to use his Thanos at all. So
yeah. All right, let's continue because it's still more. It's still more to this. Well, this might not. Oh, okay, here you go. It's still more. Let's continue. This is what the next one says. This leads me to believe Whedon treated the crew especially horribly based, not just Ray Fisher and the cast, potentially star workers alike. Now, let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Do you think more people are going to come out since Ray Fisher was the first one to step up to the plate? Do you think it's going to be more people come out against Joss Whedon?
Yes, because Fabian Wagner actually said that he's talking to Ray Fisher about the behind-the-scenes stuff as well at Lightcast show.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a whole lot more than just Ray as the mainstream media is saying.
Yeah. Josh is a beta male who nobody if he wasn't a director. I agree. We got 51 people up in here. We got the most magnificent, excellent watchtower in here. I'm telling you, he put everything together perfectly, man. He told us about the Snyder Cut coming 20 years ago, even before the movie was even made. Okay?
Okay.
So y'all need to stick around, man. Hit the like button. Smash that subscribe button while you at it too. Let's continue. It said, especially since the whole stunt crew alike all jumped in public support of Ray as soon as he went public in July. This is Bruised Wayne. Entire crew seems like they don't like Joss Whedon. I guess that explains everything. Let me hit this real quick. Now, we all remember this when Ray Fisher, he gave that look to my boy. He gave my look to my boy like, you ain't gonna say nothing? You really ain't gonna say nothing, bro? He harassed you too. Oh, you know what? Karen Bryson. I remember I saw her on she was on Lightcast. Yeah. Oh my God, Ray, I adore you. You know that, my friend. I love you. Let's see. I'd like to take a moment to forcefully retract every bit of this statement. Caitlin Burrow said same. And we all remember this, Jeffrey, when we saw that stupid scene where Flash was laying on top of Wonder Woman, and they said that wasn't even Gal Gadot right there.
Yep, that's actually true, because as you're gonna see in this thread, like that is gonna be the case, because Gal actually came out in an interview during the press tour that no one is paying attention to. Like, not even this person found it, but Gal actually said that she wasn't part of the reshoot process at all. What happened was they had the stunt double take part in the reshoots, and she had to make like a whole Zoom thing with the phone so that they can paste her, have her face be on the stunt double's body.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. So she was on Zoom? She was in a totally different location.
Yeah, she was not in the reshoots at all.
My God. Jeffrey, that's why I'm glad you're here today. Edward, I think DC and WB and CCSP next month will drop trailers like Doom, Godzilla vs. Kong, maybe Mortal Kombat, since I heard the film is done, for the Suicide Squad trailer, and maybe, yeah. I mean, they always wait to some big event to drop something like that. Shin, he said, Fatal, thank you so much for coming. Rumor had it Flash actually choked her first. Let me see, Chris Clark. Didn't Josh look Gal in the room because she refused to do that scene? Yeah, Jeffrey was just explaining that.
Yep.
Hey man, I think Josh Whedon career is over. But let's finish this. Let's finish this thread you sent me, sent by the Watchtower. Now this back camera talking again. He said I will be getting more into Justice League shortly. This is what he had to say. On sets of Buffy, James Marsters, who played Spike, admitted Josh snapped on him and backed him up against the wall. Oh, my God. I know the Whedon cronies like to downplay this by saying James was still on good terms with, and he worked with him again, but they forget that, and let's read this real quick. I came along, and this is Spike from Buffy talking to the tall vampire dude with the blonde hair. I came along and I wasn't designed to be a romantic character, but then the audience reacted that way to it. He started. And I remember he backed me up against a wall one day, and he was just like, I don't care how popular you are, kid. You're dead. You hear me? Dead. Dead. And I was just like, it's your football, man, okay? Asked if Whedon was just joking. Marster said, no, hell no, and added that he never received an apology because Whedon was angry at the situation. Oh, my God. Jeffrey, Josh, man, let me blow myself up real quick. Josh Whedon, who the freak you think you are, sir? Treating your cast members like dung. And that's why people love Zack Snyder so much, because he cares about his actors. Why you think they all coming back to shoot this movie? Now you backing people up against the wall and talking bad to people? Josh Whedon, you supposed to be done, sir. My God, Jeffrey don't drop the heat on me today, and I'm glad he did. Let's see what TKZ said. Jody go be providing the shoulder for Josh to cry on. Well, you know, I talked about that last week, Jeffrey. Jody trying to cross over a little bit. Did you see that?
Yeah, like as of right now, it's still kind of iffy to me.
Yeah, it's iffy to me too. Bye, Nina. It's iffy to me too. Let's continue though. This is some pretty good stuff right here. You dropped on me, man. Okay. Back camera is back. He said the fact Whedon still did it regardless. Now imagine how many people would excuse that behavior once you've gotten studios billions of dollars and you're Hollywood royalty. You right. Let's continue. Also, the Whedon cronies like to downplay Whedon's martial problems with his wife, Kai Cole, but conventionally overlooked that he gave her complex PTSD, which is equivalent to what individuals who had childhood trauma tend to have. Let's see. This says right here, Joss Whedon's wife says their painful relationship left her with PTSD. Now, I wish my friend Belle was here because she was in the army and she know about this stuff. Now, I don't know much about PTSD. I do have some family members that go through it. Don't you get PTSD when you go to war or battle with people, Jeffrey?
Yep. And also a very traumatic event, and just imagining what Joss Whedon's wife went through.
Yeah. This dude sounds like a complete swine of a scum male. Let's continue reading. We're going to dive deeper into the Joss Whedon fiasco. Let's ask the Buffy cast and crew how they feel about Josh. Yeah, let's ask them what they think right when the show ended. Now, this is when the show, and this is Geller talking, the lead star of Buffy. Let's see what she's talking about. This was dated during November 11, 2004. Geller explains the real reason she quit. In the latest big issue, Sarah Michelle Gellar discusses why she didn't want to carry on making Buffy. You think about it every year for 8 years. When is the right time? But all the signs pointed to the 8th year. I was emotionally and physically exhausted. I wasn't being challenged in the way that I needed anymore. I didn't have any input. Maybe I should have called then when we wouldn't have got so lost. It took me a while to work up the nerve to say something. I didn't feel like Buffy, but it's easy to be vocal now because Josh isn't going to be yelling at me tomorrow. Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read that again for the people in the chat. This is Sarah Michelle Gellar talking. It didn't feel like Buffy, but it's easy to be vocal now because Josh isn't going to be yelling at me tomorrow. This is so far. I've been reading this thread from Jeffrey.
Yep.
This is the 4th person who said this dude has yelled at them.
And this was back in 2004, and no one paid attention to it.
This is back in 2004. And Jeffrey, can you only imagine if the Avenger cast speaks up after this? You know what I mean?
That's going to be a huge blow, not only to Joss Whedon, but probably to Kevin Feige as well.
Heck yeah. Rowan, I'm glad you're here. I wish James Marston would throw in some 2 cents. He probably will. Usually in situations like this, it's a snowball effect. Everybody be scared. I always be scared to say something. But all it takes is that first person. Then that second person to come. Then that third, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Josh Whedon, you are done, sir.
Yep, he's done. Like, he is just done with a capital D, man.
This is the first time I'm reading something about Geller. This is the first time, too. Thank the Watchtower. I would have never saw this.
Anytime, man.
Man, let's continue reading this. It's more. It keeps going. It keeps going. And shout out to Val Kilmer, man. On to the more juring stuff. We didn't fire Charisma Carpenter on Angel when she got pregnant. This killing her off and writing her off the show. Charisma Carpenter, that was the brunette that was also on Buffy. This is what she had to say about Joss Whedon. Check this out. She said, I actually got a phone call from somebody in the press, which really sucked, Charisma explained. She also stated, I think Josh was honestly mad. I think he was mad at me, and I say that in a loving way, which is it's very complicated, dynamic working for somebody so many years and expectations. And also being on the show for 8 years, you got to live your life. And sometimes living your life gets in the way of maybe the creator's vision for the future, and that becomes a conflict. And that was my experience. Jeffrey, so far, I have not heard anybody say anything positive about this guy.
Yep. And think about that for a second. Like, what kind of person would fire someone for getting pregnant and living his/her life? Like,
Yeah.
that's a really, like, you really have to be a evil dude to do that.
Yeah. And Sheen, let me tell you something, bro. I'm thinking that too. Sounds like somebody needed to beat his ass on set. I'm surprised Jason Momoa did. I bet he didn't do that to Jason Momoa, Jeffrey. I bet he didn't do that to Jason Momoa.
He would have
Man,
tried. He would have at least tried.
I know Jason Momoa would have killed that man. Let's continue, though. Let's continue. Carpenter was asked if she and Josh made up. And even after she was brought back from an episode, despite it hurting Carpenter's career, I'm sure they really patched it up, right? But let's read this. When asked about whether he and Charisma were on good terms, Josh stated, now this is Joss Whedon talking. Yeah, but there's also stuff between us and not stuff that I would talk about in an interview, according to Telegraph. The director has never publicly acknowledged the accusations that he may have punitively written off on an actress because she wanted to become a mother. Let me read that again. Let me read that again for everybody. The director has never publicly acknowledged the accusations that he may have punitively written off an actress because she wanted to become a mother. Let me blow myself up. This freaker took her off the show because she got pregnant. He thinks he can control people's lives out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is insane. Ray Fisher not lying. We stand with Ray Fisher.
Yep.
Let's see what the chat's saying. I think that's illegal. I think it's illegal too. You can't do that. You can't fire nobody because they're pregnant. She might got a lawsuit on her hands. The means of destruction for sure, but we're talking about Hollywood. Momoa would have put that Triton up his ass. I definitely agree. RC for the NYC, Black Flick will swat Josh into retirement. I definitely agree. Yeah, he wouldn't do that to Ben either. Cause Ben, what, 6'4"?
6'4".
Yeah, he ain't. I best believe he's not doing that to Josh and Ben. I mean, Ben and Aquaman. Let's continue. Or maybe Josh did pull that on Momoa and he had to hold the line because of power pull. We saw how Jason and Ray looked on stage. It's about that power. It is. It's about that power. Some people can't handle it. Some people are great as leaders and some people are not. Look at Zach. Everybody loves Zach. They would do anything for Zach. Zach can probably get anybody he worked with and put him on the movie. I'm surprised he ain't got Butler, the dude from 300. I'm surprised he ain't put him in 300. I bet he would be in the Snyder Cut if he asked. I guarantee you. Let's continue with this though, because there's more.
More.
Let's continue. Dude. Let's continue reading. From Bat Kilmer himself. He said, wrong. Carpenter had a completely different attitude when asked about it last year. Now, this is last year. Let's see what Carpenter had to say about Joss Whedon. Andrea Clifford said, you were missed, Charisma Carpenter. She said, thank you. It was hard. One of the hardest realities in my career to face. So scary, too. Post-baby. A terrible time to be out of work, which I think is not unique to me. Many of us have found ourselves out of work when we are most vulnerable, but this cut deep. Now, doesn't this, Jeffrey, sounds just like Ray Fisher was talking about when he said certain people out there was threatening his career?
Yep.
You remember that? That sounds real familiar.
And the thing about this, like this was the show ended like in 2004, right?
Yeah.
And the people are still saying are still going at him and is still holding a grudge. Like, man, that was a real bad experience for me. So it seems like not only does Joss's wife have PTSD, But everyone, it seems like everyone who has worked with him, period, has had PTSD.
Yeah. Everybody who dealt with him, he need to work with Fatal J for a few days to see how that'll work out. Because I don't give a freak about that freaking. Anthony Shioli, thank you so much. You always supporting the channel. Jeffrey, I'm doing this for you and Anthony because I know you remember this.
Yep.
Hold on, it didn't work right. Hold on, let's try it one more time. Anthony with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the Fatal J channel. He said, funny how many people backed Boyega call Ray snitch. Funny how many people back Boyega and call Ray snitch. I'm gonna tell you something. John Boyega, he is a wild card. I mean, that dude exposing a lot of people in Star Wars land, Lucasfilm land. So, hey man, I'm glad that these actors are starting to call out these people. Thank y'all so much so far for supporting the channel with the super chats. I want to thank people real quick for joining the Ninja Patreon. On the Ninja Patreon, you can join my Patreon for just $1 a month, $12 a year, and you will get exclusives from your boy Fatal J. And let's continue with the Joss Whedon fiasco brought to you by the Watchtower himself. Let's continue reading because it's not over.
Not over.
We got back Kilmer back. This is what he says. He says, okay, Brandon Straussnick, this is what he said to Charisma Carpenter. She replied. He said, this is so gross. I always hated the way that you were written out, and seeing my favorite character get such a bullcrap send-off sucks. It felt like the show was punishing you for being pregnant, and all this article does is perpetrate the idea that you deserve it. Now, this is Charisma Carpenter talking. There's so much to this tweet, man. Finding out I was not invited back for season 5 will always be a deep wound. It would have been a great honor, joy to see Courtney through to the very end. She should have been there to fight alongside the only family she had, even if she was only there in spirit. Charisma Carpenter is only saying in so many words that she got fired for being pregnant. And I think it even go deeper than that. Let me tell you something, Josh. Did you have a crush on her? Did you have a crush on Charisma Carpenter and thought you owned her life? Did it hurt your feelings, you little nerd weakling, that she got pregnant by another man? Probably a man that's 20 times greater than you. Did you get upset and that's why you written her off the show? You're lame, sir. And now all the stuff that you did in the dark is going to come right back on you. We got 62 people in here. Smash that like button. Thank you so much for coming out. Chris Clark says, I'm thinking the first Avengers movie was ghost directed by Feige. It could have been.
Yeah, it could have been because really, the Black Widow director actually came out and said that she's not part of the editing process. Because she said all she did was really just shoot what she shot.
Yeah.
And Kevin Feige just told the director essentially, hey, we don't need you to be part of the editing process. We'll handle it from here.
Well, you know, truth be told, the only movie that I liked from Josh was the first Avengers. Because it seemed like everything he did after that sucked. Everything he did after that sucked. And you know what? Bravo. I'm not going to lie. Shout out RIP to Chadwick Boseman, but John Boyega for Black Panther, that's pretty dope. But I think they're talking about, for him, Jeffrey, they talking about, you remember the dude that played the gorilla guy on Black Panther?
Yep.
They looking at him to be the next Black Panther. That's kind of interesting. It's gonna be hard to fix that, but who knows? Yeah. I'm just worried about DC right now. Let's go back to this though. It says, last but not least, A day after Ray made the public accusations against Josh, she started following him on Twitter. She doesn't even follow Josh. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, man.
Yep.
Don't follow Joss Whedon, but she follow Ray Fisher. Very interesting. And this is very interesting. And under her description, she put mother first, creative, citizen. She put mother first. And Joss Whedon, you tried to take away the most beautiful thing that a woman can do is give birth and enjoy time with her baby. You got upset with her because you thought you owned her. You freaking loser. Dang. Jeffrey, what you got to say about all this? Thank you for sending me this stuff, man.
But yeah, it's gonna get a lot deeper. But yeah, he really people always say, hey, why didn't all these people come back? Why didn't all these people say stuff after that and all that?
Yeah.
They never considered the fact that they're scared. Like, people never really go through the fear factor of it, because even the person who played as Buffy was like, didn't come out until after the show ended because, quote, Joss wouldn't yell at me tomorrow. So that should really say something.
Jeffrey, I didn't even know that there's still more.
There's still more. Keep going.
Y'all stick around.
Keep going.
Y'all stick around. We were gonna start talking about Green Arrow in the next few minutes,
this dude did everything. When I said this was a silver bullet, I meant it. This is a silver bullet.
All right, let's get into it. It says right here from Beck Kilmer. Man, shout out to you, man. If you're in the chat, I'll bring you in. He said, now into Justice League. I'm led to believe Ray Fisher is specifically standing up for his cast and crew alike, not for what happened to him. He said it himself. Now, I'm going to play this. Let me get out of this real quick because I forgot to share audio, but I'm supposed to play this for everybody. Let's bring this back right here. Share audio. And let's go back to the tweet. Okay, everybody, y'all check this out right here.
Me going to things that make my blood boil more. That's my little spiel. And obviously I know people want more specifics about what actually went down. But these are things, and not all these stories are mine to tell. But these are things that need to be discussed privately first. And when this is all said and done, I'll have no qualms about talking publicly about every single nuance to the situation as it stands and as I've experienced it. So, I will say, just for folks who may think who think whatever they want about the situation, actually, but the things that actually get me going, the things that make my blood boil more than anything else, are the things that happen to other people. Right? I'm fine to take whatever it is that I need to take in order to get through the situation. And if it's just me, I can generally write it off as maybe we just didn't get along. Maybe that's the thing. But it's when I start hearing about things happening to people that I care about and people that I know and have those things corroborated, then we got a problem. And we're going to have to go ahead and get it done.
Jeffrey.
That's my little spiel. And obviously I know people want more specifics about what actually went down.
Jeffrey. Can you hear me, Jeffrey? Jeffrey gone. Jeffrey, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was frozen.
No, it's all good. It's all coming together. Did you hear what he said? He said, this is just not my story. He said, this is other people's stories too, but I can't speak on that. But back then, you showing us who all the people are. Yep. He's showing us all who the people are.
Yep, keep going. There's more. There's
this
more
right here. This right here, an exclusive, straight from the Watchtower himself, the Matrix, the computer. Jeffrey, let's continue going.
Yep, keep going.
All right, Beck Kilmer. Shout outs to Beck Kilmer again. He said Kevin Smith even admitted to tensions on set with the crew, with Joss Whedon's Zack work done on set. Granted, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but you have to remember the circumstances with Zack's tragedy, which is very vile of Josh to do. Let's check this out from Kevin Smith. Man, I love Kevin Smith. A lot of people don't like Kevin Smith, Jeffrey, but I like Kevin Smith.
Yeah, me too.
Let's check out what he said.
To the Skywalker set, some people had worked on Solo and just both versions of Solo and both versions of Justice League. The special effects guys said that there was like a fair amount of trashing of the Zack's version of the movie on set by Joss. Again, I don't. This is what a special effects guy who worked on both versions of the movie told me, but that he would kind of like cut down, dismiss, and be negative about Zack's version. To the Skywalker set, some people had worked on Solo and just both versions of Solo and both versions of Justice League. The special effects guys said that there was like a fair amount of trashing of the Zack's version of the movie on set by Joss. Again, I don't.
There you go. The plot thickens.
Yeah.
The plot thickens. Kevin Smith. He dropping names. A lot of people dropping names. Let's see what the chat talking about. One step too far. What up, sir? One step too far. I was looking for you the other day, man, when I needed you with that Jody Corner edit that you said you were gonna make it longer for me. I wanted to peep that out. If you still got that, send it to my DM, and me and Jeffrey in the chat, we're gonna sit back and laugh about it. Okay. Sketch therapy. What do they have matters little. What is produced is what matters. Release the Lord and Miller cut. Keely Chow, how you doing? Buffy Summers, when she's in God mode, will beat up Captain Marvel. Changed my mind. I don't want to see any version of Solo. I don't either. Jeffrey, did you like Solo? Star Wars Solo?
I don't. I still haven't watched it. It doesn't seem very interesting to me.
It's not interesting. Trust me. You save your time. Don't watch it. Sketch therapy, nothing about Ray deals with the script. Ray says Josh is an a-hole for changing up everything. Yes, he is. Last time they sung it praise. Now it's hated by all, but I was consistent that it's garbage and the people are terrible. Mike Supreme, Whedon probably hates Zack because his cast loves them and he can't relate. That's true. Let's continue though. It's more. There's more. Okay, back Kimmer again. I'm not going to get into the Jeff Johns situation, despite me recently talking to a former DC artist about Johns' time at DC Entertainment, which makes me believe Ray more. But Johns' enabling abuse isn't more realistic considering he bought on Josh in the first place. Let's check out this little thing.
And before you go, it's like unrealistic. So he's saying that it's not unrealistic of Jeff Johns to enabling the abuse. So
okay. Meanwhile, Whedon is said to be DC Films president Jeff Johns, secret weapon, close creative partner, and a major part of WB's creative team. So it looks like he'll have a lot more to say about the creation of these movies at the DCEU Chuds ahead. Okay. So let's read it again, especially since Josh thanked Jeff Johns graciously when Josh departed Batgirl. I'll be getting more into what really happened on Batgirl. I believe Jeff was defending Josh because it was his asset on Justice League. Let's read this article. Batgirl is an exciting project, and Warner DC such collaborative and supportive partners that it took me months to realize I really didn't have a story, Whedon said. He did thank DC President Jeff Johns and Warner Brothers Picture Group President Toby Emmerich. I'm grateful to Jeff and Toby and everyone who was so welcoming when I arrived and so understanding when I, is there a sexier word for failed? Interesting. Very interesting. Before I get into specifics, I want to address my thoughts on Josh lightening an actor's skin color. I remember Ray Fisher said that. I
Yep.
personally believe Ray was referring to another project when he heard from another actor, not Justice League per se, possibly on Josh's upcoming show, which is why Ray has yet to respond, considering everyone assumed it was Justice League. With that said, I don't doubt Josh has racial bias, especially since Buffy, a very PC show, had a diversity problem, and Whedon loved killing POCs to build up the white characters. Oh, man. You know what, Jeff? This is getting ugly.
Yep, this is getting ugly.
This is getting ugly, man. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
I find it a little crazy on Buffy, a show that explored themes like homosexuality in a time where it was considered a cable risk, shield away from exploring race, especially this was during a racial tense period during Rodney King. Here's another example. Let's check out the example. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I didn't see nothing really racial about that, but let's continue. I believe a root of the racial motivation may have been from the John Byrne side of things. Let's read this. Knowing that the character needed to be a serious one, Fisher always spoke up when he saw something that would compromise Cyborg. So it was so important for me. It's important, especially for them as well, that Cyborg is not just regulated to being the catchphrase spitting cool black dude. Or you have a Cyborg screaming catchphrase every 10 seconds. I remember Fisher being upset that we wanted him to say booyah, which is a well-known saying of Cyborg in the animated series Berg added. Now, I remember they was talking about this, Jeffrey, and it's nothing wrong with booyah. But after reading that little passage right there, they probably had him looking goofy, saying it over and over again while all the other characters were serious. What you think about that?
Yeah, I think you're right, because even Rape actually tweeted this out before the Snyder Cut came out, where he thanked Zach and Chris Terrio for having him put his input on the script. So. Yeah. Where he actually was a very serious character. So really, if you're looking at it from Ray's perspective and a creative perspective, like seeing like your script that you were taking part in being butchered right in front of you, yeah, I would really feel some type of way about that.
Let's read this and then we're gonna wrap it up. Let's check this out right here. This is Grace Randolph. Let me read the caption first. It said, Jason LeBoy, a photographer who has worked with Ray and the cast before, also attested to this. This is Grace Randolph talking. Gal Gadot didn't want to film this scene, so Whedon did it with a stunt double. That's why you can't see her face. Now, this is Jason LeBoy. Don't forget to add that he locked her in a room and threatened her career, and she didn't do the same. That is very important and should not be admitted. Is he talking about Gal Gadot or he talking about the stunt double?
He's talking about Gal, and
he
really
like Gal Gadot in a room.
Yep, and it really like and another detail that you're missing out here is during the Joss Whedon reshoots, Gal was also pregnant. So really, when I say that, so really, when I say again that gal wasn't part of the reshoots process at all because she was like in heavy labor mode,
That's right,
pregnancy at the
Jeffrey.
time.
Jeffrey,
So
you right, bro. She was pregnant. And then you think about the Charisma Carpenter. She was pregnant. Josh get upset when women get pregnant.
that's exactly what it's showing.
Foul, man. That's very foul.
One step too far says that his extended video is being uploaded now. He said it's 7 minutes.
All right, we gonna keep going until then. We got 7 minutes left. Let's keep going. Josh wore his interactions with the cast as a badge of honor. Let's read this little article real quick. Joss Whedon keeps joking about Justice League reshoots. Joss Whedon uses a John Wick Infinite War meme to once again joke about the Justice League reshoots he oversaw in their rush nature. This dude is really trying to have the whole entire planet hate his guts. Let's listen to this real quick.
Shot. I'm wondering what that felt like. Was there a different vibe? Did he keep the Snyder style going? Because in the movie, you can't tell where one stepped in, one stepped out, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think it's a realization of a cohesive vision that comes, mainly from Zach and comes from, the cumulative process of the building of the DCEU. And I feel, something that reflects majorly what Zach showed me in early comic frames in a lot of the movie. And what's funny is that I think that, Zach was doing a much lighter, more comedic, almost more Whedon-y thing. And then Joss stepped on and was fulfilling Zach's vision.
Let's bring that back.
Reflects majorly what Zach showed me in early comic frames in a lot of the movie. And what's funny is that I think that, Zach was doing a much lighter, more comedic, almost more Whedon-y thing. And then Joss stepped on and was fulfilling Zach's vision.
I'm frozen again. I'll be right back.
Okay, Jeffrey, thank you so much. Take your time. Let's check out the chat, man. This is some crazy stuff, man. That's why he made Hulk fall on Black Widow. Don't turn green. Dang, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. He did that too. Yeah, Gal Gadot was pregnant. She was pregnant during that time when they did Justice League. She was pregnant. She was definitely pregnant. And I wonder how he felt about because wasn't during one of the Avenger movies, Scarlett Johansson was pregnant too.
Yeah.
One of the Avenger movies she was pregnant. So I would like to see how he treated her too. Retro, let's see what Steve talking about. Of course, the cast was supposed to lie. It's in the NDAs they signed. Yes, you're right. You're exactly right. They lied to us about staying true to Zach's nature. Yeah, that's true. They had to, though.
Yep, they had to.
They had to. Let's see. Right here it says pretty laughable on many levels to paint Joss Whedon as a victim. Let's see.
On a lot of levels. Want to paint Joss Whedon as a victim. And I mean, it was pretty funny. It was pretty laughable on a lot of levels. Never want to paint Joss Whedon as a victim.
Fisher made a handful of other claims in the piece, including that there were massive blowups. Oh, this is interesting. Let me blow this up. Fisher made a handful of other claims in the piece, including that there were massive blowups, threats, coercion, taunting, unsafe work conditions, belittling, and gaslighting like you wouldn't believe. This dude is a freaking devil. Oh, they're gonna Mac.
Yep, and this is Fabian Wagner. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna check this out. The crew, including the former DP of production, are all aware and most definitely supported him being behind closed doors. Ray had told him to not say anything to keep their careers safe. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let's see. Let me see. Here we go.
Like this, and I don't think I mean, knowing Zach, that's not something that happens on the set. So, but obviously, I know about the situation that happened afterwards, and I actually speak to Ray every now and then, so I know what's going on. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens, Jeffrey.
Yep, let's see what happens.
Beck Kilmer, I'm going to end it with this. And I remember this is from Justice Con, right?
Yeah.
Fight him wholeheartedly to sue me for libel. If I got to take the L, if I got to take the hit for this, I'll take it completely. But I guarantee you this, we're going to get to the heart of everything. And if anything I said about that man is untrue, I invite him wholeheartedly to sue me for libel, to sue me for slander. Anything. If I got to take the L, if I got to take the hit for this, I'll take it completely. But I guarantee you this, we're going to get to the heart of everything. And if anything I said about that man is untrue, I invite him wholeheartedly to sue me for libel, to sue me for slander.
All I got to say is Joss Whedon. Game over.
Game over.
Flawless. Flawless victory. Dang, he in trouble, bro.
Yeah, because really, like, if John's, because really, like, again, Ray pointed out, all Johnson needed to do was sue Ray, but he hasn't. So why do you think Johnson hasn't sued him, even though even when he invited him to do so? Like, so yeah, like, really, this is like, and Joss is done. Like, he is done.
He done. Now, I was looking at some news. I was looking at, we put to switch subjects, but I was looking at some news. Did you hear a rumor out there that James Gunn was going to put Green Arrow in Peacemaker movie? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, now this is the thing. Let me pull it up real quick. James Gunn, he denied that he was in the movie, but I keep hearing rumors that they might do a HBO Max Green Arrow series, which I'm hyped up about. Let me find that article right here. I got it. Here you go. Let's see. Pull it up. How would you feel, Jeffrey, about Green Arrow? Did you like the Green Arrow show?
Yeah, from season 1 to season 3.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Season 1, season 3, and then after that it went kind of downhill. Let's read this article real fast. It says James Gunn shoots down a Green Arrow rumor related to rebooting the character in his Peacemaker HBO Max series, which spins off from the Suicide Squad. He said it's nonsense. This is James Gunn talking. Gunn tweeted when a fan questioned him if the rumor was true. The rumor offers a new Green Arrow will be introduced in the HBO Max Peacemaker series that will be a lot different than the Stephen Amell Arrowverse version. But per James Gunn, it's obviously made up and not true. Deadline TV site also offers a rumor that a more comic book accurate version of Green Arrow will be introduced. It's not true. So for the moment, it appears as if nothing new is being done about Green Arrow on the big screen on TV. Stephen Amell played the character of the CW for 9 years and is starring in the upcoming Stars wrestling drama Heels. Now, this is just comic book news. I got something for Geekosity that they talked about a few weeks back. I thought this was very interesting. Here it is from Geekosity. It says, HBO Max to revive a Green Arrow without Stephen Amell. Let's continue. It says Green Arrow might be returning to TV. However, Stephen Amell will not be playing him. According to Edward Lauer at Small Screen, HBO Max is developing a reboot of the character, which will be closer to the comic book version than Amell's Dark Knight on Arrow. Once the heart of the CW's Greg Berlanti produced DC TV shows, Arrow lasted for a highly impressive 8 seasons and 170 episodes on the network. Its series finales were broadcast on January 28, 2020, leaving behind a number of shows that spun off, such as The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. For millions of fans, Amell left a mark on the character. He brought Oliver Queen to life in the same way that Robert Downey Jr. embodied Tony Stark's. I ain't gonna push it that far.
Yeah, I'm not gonna push it that far.
Jeffrey, what do you think about HBO Max and a new Green Arrow TV show? What you think about that?
Really, I think I'd be down for it. Like I'd really be down for it to see what they could do, because we saw what CW could do for seasons 1 and 2, but then when you put in the fact that this is HBO Max, that is putting a lot of money into their projects compared to CW. No offense to CW and what they've done, but compared to the amount of money that HBO Max is putting into their projects, it really does. I'm actually really interested in what they would do with the character and what villains they would have.
I'm interested in that too, bro. And I'm telling you, Green Arrow is like one of my favorites. He like one of my favorite Justice League members. So I can't wait to see if they put him on HBO Max, because HBO Max gonna pump some money into it. They're gonna pump some millions. So I want to see. And before we get into the Jody thing, I wanted to talk about this real quick too, Jeff, because I knew you'll probably get a kick out of this. Let me get out of this real quick.
Okay.
You'll get a kick out of this. I hope this is true. And I think you'll think this is dope too. Warner Brothers wants Timothy Chalamet for Batman Beyond. Now, you familiar with this guy, right?
Timothy.
I can't say his last name, but he gonna be in the new Doom movie. He's starring in Doom.
Oh yeah, I've heard about him from time to time, but I haven't really checked out his stuff. But yeah, I've heard about him.
Jeffrey, I truly believe if we get a Batman Beyond or if we get a Blue Beetle movie, that's gonna blow anything Iron Man out of the water from Marvel. You know what I mean? Because they suits, Blue Beetle and Batman Beyond, those suits are doper to me than the Iron Man suit. We gonna read this real quick and then chat. We gonna put some little fun at the Jody trailer, and then we're gonna get out of here. Jeffrey hanged out with me, the Watchtower, one of the greatest brains known to man. Timothy Chalamet might be the Batman Beyond Warner Brothers is looking for. Small Screen recently published a report that Warner Brothers is using Chalamet as the standard in casting the role. I can collaborate this with my own sources who have informed me that he is who they want. Chalamet is turning 25 next month, so he's somewhat older than Terry McGinnis in the animated series. However, his acting skills, he'll be co-starring with Michael Keaton as an aging Batman, and rising star status will ignite tremendous excitement in the project. I initially scooped Batman Beyond in June. This will be super dope, and I don't care if he's 25. This will be super dope if we get this guy with Michael Keaton, because you know what? Michael Keaton not going nowhere after Flash.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, so if we get these two together, you know what? DC is going to have it for the next 10 years.
Yep.
All is done.
Yeah, because I've been saying ever since the beginning of 2020 that it's going to be a fun decade for DC fans.
Man, this is the slogan for everybody in DC. It's a great time to be a DC fan. It's a great time. Now, this is what we're going to do. We passed the hour mark. We first to end it off with just some little fun. We're going to check out One Step Too Far, longer version of Jody crossing over and saying that the Snyder Cut trailer was pretty good. So I'm just to play this. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear the audio good. I'm just to blow it up. And y'all sit back and y'all have a good laugh. Let's see. Here you go. People in the chat, let me know if you hear the audio good.
No, can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No, can't.
Okay. I know the problem. I know exactly what I did wrong. I didn't share audio. Let's try it again. Doop. Share audio. All right, Jeffrey, you should be able to hear it this time.
Okay.
Let me know if you can't.
I'm keeping a buck with my movies. When I watch this movie,
You can hear it?
the idea of the Snyderverse movie. That's me being.
All right, let me start it over there.
And I would still hate. I'm keeping a buck with my movies. When I watch this movie, it's going to be unbiased. I hate the idea of a Snyderverse movie. That's me being. And I would still hate this. And I would still be against this. Let's take a look at the Snyderverse trailer. I have it pulled up here. And I feel like this is Zack Snyder's last hurrah. I feel like the people at AT&T gave Zack so much money. And so I just feel like he's like, go balls deep, bro. Go all out and make the movie that you want to make. So let's go ahead and check this thing out. Here we go. Yo. I don't think this is it.
There was a secret chord.
Wait, this is still playing the Hallelujah shit.
But you don't really
You think it's another trailer.
music, do you?
This actually looks a little better. This looks crisper. I don't think this is it. This looks crisper.
Like this, the fourth, the fifth.
I am so freaking confused right now, bro.
What you confused about?
This is the new trailer.
Yes, it's the new
But-
trailer.
Okay.
Think about it.
Now I gotta think like a cultist for a second.
Yeah.
Let me think like
No, don't think like a cultist. Think like a fan.
Here we go.
Which you are.
Oh, so Gay Fisher.
Sound like I heard a G in that, sir.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Talk about this trailer, bro. Jeez. All right. This trailer was lit. This trailer's fire. This trailer is had a lot of imagery, had a lot of the scores, freaking the pure amount of visuals that you see. The visuals, this is awesome to behold. This is a lit trailer. You know what this feels like? An artistic mind blowage. If I see this trailer, this feels like this movie is going to be more of the song is epic. Snyder's always like that. This when I'm looking at this team of heroes and I'm seeing these colors and I'm seeing these themes and these dark tones, I feel like I want to go see the movie. This should not feel like it shouldn't feel like watching, and it's fine. This trailer looks lit, but the thing is, I don't think you could. That was kind of epic. Like, oh, what's up? Henry Cavill flying up in there in a hologram like that. Oh, it's fire, bro. I wish Zack Snyder had more love and respect, man. But it is what it is, because I think that he can actually make Superman tight. This Snyderverse trailer is dope. Completely blows my mind. I'm leaking out my ears right now. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to the comments in this video of the cult trying to cap for this trailer of why this the reason. I getting wrecked already. Just hearing the comments. Bruh, I'm just making up excuses for what the reason's gonna be now. The comments of for sure. What we do here on Joey's what we do on Joey's Corner is we grade our trailers.
Okay, y'all. This is what I really want y'all to check out. Check out what grade that he gives the trailer. Now, this is years, months, days of him talking so bad about Zack Snyder. This is months, years, days, seconds that he has talked about the trailer, talked about Zack Snyder is not a good director. He doesn't do anything good. He have hurt the DCEU. Let's see what grade that this man gives the trailer.
Now, I'm not talking about the context of what the Snyderverse is. This is beyond anything a Snyder Cut could have ever been. I grade my reactions. I pretty much grade everything objectively, right? the Snyderverse is an Elseworld story if the universes are separate. That being said, I got to keep it a buck here with my grading system.
I don't care how many demons he's fought,
It's in its own universe. We have the Prime universe,
how many hells.
which is Wonder Woman, Superman, Shazam,
He's never fought us.
Black Adam, and so forth.
Not us united.
I got to admit, the trailer was fire.
A lot of people saying it's frozen and lagging. It's not frozen and lagging. That's how one step too far edited. And I'm glad he edited like that because I wouldn't get this video taken down. So let's continue. It's almost done.
Fine. As long as there is no Snyder Cut.
He's destroyed, right? Assume he's won.
I never wanted this. Objectively, right? The main universe that I care about, there's no way this is going to make money. That put my mind at ease to know that Cult sucks. This is told you that I'm leaving. I gotta admit, the trailer was fire. There is no Snyder Cut. Objectively, right? Like, this is right.
All right, it didn't show what grade he gave it, but he gave it an A+. Jeffrey, I want to thank you so much for coming out. I want to thank everybody in the chat for the super chat love. Jeffrey, where can people find you? Let them know.
You can find me on my channel, Jeffrey Warfield. You can find me on Twitter at jwarfield2.
Oh, Jeffrey, before I leave, I wanted to show this too.
Oh.
Okay, you see that on screen?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a lot of people argument with Superman Returns and Man of Steel. Now Superman Returns is the Superman that Jody wants. So let's just read this real quick on the Superman Returns side. Superman Returns, he gets criticized for not taking risks. He does nothing new story-wise. Brandon gets ridiculed for trying to emulate Christopher Reeves and has minimal action sequences. Now let's go to Zack Snyder's Superman Man of Steel. Gets criticized for taking risks. Does something new story-wise. Henry gets ridiculed for not emulating Christopher Reeves and has too many action sequences. This right here should freaking show you all that don't listen to the fans, because if you give them what they want, they complain. If you don't give them what they want, they complain. Just enjoy the movie for yourself, because I'm going to tell you something. In my opinion, Jeffrey, Henry Cavill's Superman was the best I ever seen.
Yep, me too.
Period, point blank. So, Jeffrey, I want to thank you so much for streaming with me and showing me that awesome Twitter post. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here.